You okay?
Good afternoon. So
Just a slideshow.
yes. Thank you very much. The theme is, like you can see, is the development of the intermodal transport on the corridor Rijeka or Port of Rijeka to Hungary or to Central Europe. So before this, that just a few words about me. So I'm coming from Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. My business is two fields. First is organization of road transports, and secondly, new business is my business consulting. So why I'm talking about this theme, intermodal, or better to say, container trains from Port of Rijeka to Hungary and vice versa. Yeah, okay, yeah, 5. Thank you very much. So, because I was working many years for a Swiss company, Intercontainer, Interfrigo, I was representative for Croatia and later for Bosnia. And except of that, I was working a few years by Croatian Rebels Cargo, HŽ Cargo. So, the thing is, the purpose of this presentation is to give some support by my side for the project of container trains. So the direction or relation from Port of Rijeka to Hungary is, we are talking about corridor 5B. So the question is, who has to move the container trains? Who has to move? So we are in Croatia. We don't have a train to Budapest from our port from years and years. And this is a big disadvantage for Croatian transport industry. I was working by Croatian Rails a few years and was only 3 months, was chief for intermodal department. And it was 7 years ago, so I want to tell you, the purpose is to tell you that we can organize that. In 1 month, I did 11 meetings with the customers in Croatia, and except of that, more times in Port of Rijeka with Croatian Rebels Rijeka, with our strategic partners in Hungary. We got the excellent conditions from Hungarian side. Then was the Hungarian Rebels. The name was MAV Cargo, and the second strategic partner, Hungaria Intermodal. Then was director of Hungaria Intermodal, my ex-chief from Intercontainer Basel. So we had a good opportunity to move the project. I want to tell you that I lead in my business life many projects, and the project is led on the very active way. So everything was prepared, and I did a first presentation directly to the customers on CD and papers and on the papers, and I, with my colleagues, prepared a big presentation with marketing department of Croatian Rebels Holding and with the marketing department of Port of Rijeka, and everything was prepared for success. Our customers, first of all in Rijeka, took the contact with their companies in Hungary, and a little bit from Slovakia, and they have a promise. They had a promise that their partners will bring the containers on the train. Just one example, one company from Rijeka told me, Davor, I got the promise that our company in Budapest will give 4,000 TEUs annually for the train. But I had to go out from Croatian Rebels. I had to go out, and we missed the chance. So my question is, who has to move the trains? Croatian Rebels, and I would say it by them, Croatia combi society, they have a capacities and they have a neutrality. I know the transport cargo market is very changeable, very active. It's very changeable. I know that on the developed markets, customers organize directly trains, but in Croatia, for the beginning of the project, it has to be, it's very, how to say, it would be good to have neutrality on the beginning. So I want to say that our common companies, first of all, in rail system, have to be more active, have to think more commercial, and that we in Croatia make a whole project. Otherwise, we will not success. Croatian rails have to understand that they have to be active, like I said, and that have to show the customers the advantages they have with this project, with these trains. You know about SWOT analyze, more or less. You got on the left side strengths and weaknesses, and on the right side opportunities and threats. So it depends where we look on. And I think if we more look, everything is important, but if we look on the strengths we have and even more opportunities, then we will make success, sure. And this is my message special for state companies. This is very simple, down left is Rijeka, and the 5B corridor to Zagreb. It's on the way to Hungary. It's the capital of Croatia. And further, Budapest. Zagreb lies on this corridor. At the same time, on the corridor 10, you see, it's from Austria, Slovenia, to Croatia, and further to BG is Belgrade, Serbia, and Greece, and so on. And there is a corridor 10B, GR, it means Graz, Austria. So this part of Austria and Slovakia is very industrial part. So there is a lot of cargo, I would say. And Zagreb should build a big intermodal logistics center. With that, Zagreb would become practical a terminal of Port of Rijeka. And with that, Zagreb would become a traffic and trade center for this part of Europe. So this is everything opportunities. But I want to say, if we make success from Rijeka to Budapest and develop the project, this project would help to Zagreb to take decision to build a big intermodal logistics center. So I'm talking about cargo intermodal strategy. In my master work a few years ago, 7 years ago, I wrote my final work, Strategy of development of intermodal traffic on the area of Croatian railways cargo. So we are talking about strategy. In Croatia, we have people, experts. They know the business because Rijeka is special. On the special way is traditional in traffic. We got the knowledge, but we don't have trains. We don't have developed intermodal traffic. And concerning concretely, everybody knows Budapest is not far from Rijeka. And I would say my message is, we are talking about responsibility. And the question is, who will move the trains? Okay, this is my message. And I would, we got the problems. We didn't use our opportunities. But I would finish this presentation with one good example. So you see on the top, container trains, Port of Rijeka, Belgrade, Serbia. It functions, it is in use, so we have a few completed trains weekly, and this project is, how much I know, is pretty well. It works well, and I want to say that we can do it. And on the end, I would like that we do the same with the corridor 5B. Yeah, Rijeka, Serbia, this is it, very simple, yeah. And thank you. This is my presentation. If you have some question, please. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kalinić, for your presentations. We will